touching on Alcatrazz, as you said, you did some fantastic records and music with them. But a couple of guitarists you worked with in there, a young Yngwie, I think he was a teenager at the time, was involved. And then Steve Vai came in as well. I mean, incredible names. I mean, talk to me about each of those guys and what they were like to play with and work with and what were they like as people.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, Yngwie was, he was 19. Yeah. And we were looking for, I got a bass player and a keyboard player of sorts together. And still, no, I had a drummer at that time. And one of the guys in the band said, we've heard from this guy in the shop there's a really good bass player. They're in a record shop or something. A really good guitar player. A young kid called Yngwie. What? And what's his name? So I got his number. I called him up and I said, would you like to come to to audition with us? And he said, who is this? Who's making a fucking joke with me? I said, no, this really is me. It's Graham. It's the real Graham. And he says, oh no, is it? Anyway. We told him about where the rehearsal room was, and I remember he was with his friends in the car, I guess all ready to drive away, having a joke pulled on him. And he was sitting there, and he looked out the car and went, oh, this was when he liked me. It got worse as the days went on. But, it was, he walked into the rehearsal room, and I'd asked him to play a song that wasn't a Rainbow song. It was my song from my album. It was SOS, a song called SOS, from the lineup album. Because I wanted to see what he would do with it. I didn't want to go, I didn't want to widdly. And he came in, he played the balls out. It's so fun. And I looked at the guy, this is the guy. Then we did some, heavy stuff, man. Snails came out, So we did some heavier stuff, and he was just perfect, absolutely perfect. I mean, he just did not miss a note. He plays like so fast and everything, but what he played was soulful, And most Woodley Widdleys, they just play to show you their scale. I know I'll do a scale in C minor or whatever, but this guy had feel, and that's what I liked about him, because we'd already auditioned a bunch of other people. And it wasn't the same. But Yngwie, he was just magic. And how could you fail with such a great player? And I wanted to look around for a better keyboard player and a better bass player, because I wasn't satisfied with that. Anyway, that doesn't matter now. So we made our first album, and that's when Yngwie became a star, really, from that album. Everybody loved it. You just, I remember we were on tour with Ted Nugent. Okay. I remember Ted coming after the first gig, I remember Ted coming into the dressing room after our show, and he said, he walked in and goes, don't lose this guy, pointing to Yngwie. Well, he's pretty cool too. So that's how that started, and, that's a great album. We did it pretty quickly. I wasn't too excited about the production, but anyway, that was our first album that got a lot of recognition. Yeah, Alcatrazz.
That's one for Alcatrazz, yeah. And in terms of Yngwie, then, because obviously he was getting a lot of the limelight, wasn't he, at this stage? So with him leaving after the first record, was that because his star was shining bright and he wanted to go and chase that, or was it you decided to move him on, or what happened there?
Yeah, well, he was looking for something better. Because he wasn't too thrilled with the other guys in the band either, like I was. I was looking for somebody who was like a real shit-hot keyboard player, a really shit-hot bass player, which I didn't find. Or we got somebody who would do, because we had to make this record. And he knew people were watching every night he went on stage. They watched this kid do all this and that. People were aghast, How's he do that? I mean, now it's like commonplace. Everybody bloody plays like that now. But, he's out there. He's taller than me by about 4 inches, I think. And he had his high heels on, his Cuban heel boots. And he would come out. But he started doing that while I was trying to sing a verse of a song.
Okay.
I said, Yngwie, when after the show, when I get to this bit, I've got to have the stage here. This is my bit. This is where I'm singing the verse or whatever it may be. But he was playing through everything because people were looking at him. He wanted to be seen. And I thought, well, this guy's going to go. He's looking to go on to something else, which eventually happened. Because what happened one night, I don't know if you heard the story, but he grabbed me. I went off stage, and I went off to the bus, and he came off stage and grabbed me by the throat and started pressing in here like this, really, really hard, trying to destroy my tonsils and whatever else. And I was going, what were you doing? You said, you fucking bastard, you pulled my fucking cord out of my guitar and then blew my lead. And I didn't at all. I didn't know. I actually walked off stage and had pulled it out by accident. Because, the stage was dark and the spotlight was on him. And I'd gone off to the bus, just to get some air sort of thing. And he thought I did it on purpose, which I didn't. And so he tried to kill me, basically. And it could destroy my vocal cords and my tonsils, whatever. As I said, you're bigger than me. And then one of our Yugoslavian roadies, I remember him so well, bless him, he died not so long ago. And he got hold of Yngwie, got hold of him by the head, put him under his arm like this, and said, you fucking touch Graham one more time, I'd break your fucking neck. And he went, okay. Because he was stronger and bigger than him. Yeah. So that night when we were driving home, we fired him on the bus. Well, that was the end of it. But he went on to better things. He progressed, whereas we went down the shitter. The band went down the shitter for a while,
Indeed. So following him, we have to mention Steve Vai as well. I mean, another incredible guitarist. I mean, how did you find him? How did you bring him into the group?
Yeah, well, that came through our drummer, Jan Uvina. He played with Alice Cooper, and so did Yngwie. Bloody hell, I'll get the names right. Not Yngwie. He knew Steve Vai from Zappa, from the Zappa band, Frank Zappa. And he said, this guy has left the band, Frank Zappa's band. And he said, it's a really incredible, adventurous guitar player, And Steve comes in and rehearsed with us. And I was just amazed by what he could do. Just, whoa, bloody hell. Playing a guitar like this, I remember telling my mum and dad that they came over to see me that year and saying, we've got this guitar player coming. He plays guitar like a piano. I remember saying that to me. What do you mean he plays like a piano? He doesn't go like this like I do. He does like this. So it's just amazing. So anyway, after he'd done an audition with us, he was definitely in. He was so different. And Steve said to me, I don't play like Yngwie. I know you don't play like Yngwie. You play like Steve.
Yes.
And that's who you are. And I remember the first night he played with us, he was so damn nervous. He had his manager with him, but he was like sweating bullets, Oh, geez, he was like, oh, God, And she said to him, Steve, you're Steve, come on. Don't be so silly. You're not a baby. Get out there, play. And he played fucking great. Everyone, wow, what's this? We're watching a different guitar player. It's not Yngwie, but what a guitar player. What a songwriter too. Me and him got on so well. It was a little eye opener for him. Good old Steve. And look, he went on to better things too. Absolutely. It seemed like Alcatrazz was a stepping stone for guitar players.
They had great grounding.
Hey?
They had great grounding. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a shame. But I knew he would leave because he was so different.